Alrighty, we are live. We are live. Hello. Okay, so a couple quick news announcements while we wait for people to join. That's why I started the stream a little bit early. First of all, due to daylight savings, Mario Kart has been moved to 4 o'clock, which means it's running simultaneously with Rocket League. Which also means I'm not playing anymore, but I've dealt with that already. So I'm gonna be staying here, and we'll have to get another person for Mario Kart. Also, we have the cameras moved into a new spot. If you can notice that. Yeah, apparently that's something that the pros like to do. So Alfred wanted to try it. I don't really know, but okay. Anyway, so that's that. Yeah. So. I had something else I wanted to mention, but I cannot remember, so we're just going to get into it. Okay, so today we're going up against Liberty High School. For those of you who don't know how the game works, it's very, very simple. You have 2 teams of 3 players each. The goal, obviously, is to get the ball into the goal. Get it? I made a funny pun. So, the team with the most points at the end of when that clock at the top hits 0 wins the round. If it's tied, it goes into overtime, which I'll explain if and when it happens. Now, with, the team to win the round gets 1 round, obviously. The first team to win 3 rounds wins the game. It's a best 3 out of 5 situation for the rounds, but for the individual rounds points, it's just whoever can score the most within the time limit. Does that make sense? No? Too bad, not explaining it again. Okay, so we have the ball bouncing around in the corner. I don't know what I'm gonna call that guy. Omni King? Oh, King. I call him King. Okay, so we have King Twistix. My gosh, the only person in here whose name actually makes any sense is Sharktooth. Anyway, so Twistix. I'm just gonna call him Twisted, so that'll make it easier for me. Hits the ball. Omni King, that's what I'll call him. That'll make it easier for me. Twisted hits the ball to Vortex. Vortex hits the ball up into the air, over in front of the goal, but Sharktooth gets in the way, hits it back over into the corner. Vortex just demoed Twistix. And Yukio hits the ball in. The score is now 1-0 Willow Canyon's favor. 1-0. And we have 2 minutes and 56 seconds on the clock. Okay. The ball is over in Willow Canyon's court. Capsized Karen says, "Go Willow!" Yes, go Willow! Woo! Go Willow! Twistix hits the ball to Vortex, who hits the ball all the way over onto the other side of the field, into the waiting arm hood of Omni King, but Upfix is there to intercept and hits the ball up into the air and over towards Yukio, who then proceeds to miss and chases the ball around. Someone hit it, I didn't see who because the camera's in a weird quarter. Bobina23 says, "Go Yukio!" Hey Yukio, you got a specific fan that just said, "Go you!" Twistix hits the ball onto the ground. Sharktooth is there to intercept and hits the ball up to definitely Vortex. Vortex demos Omni King, but not before Omni King can hit the ball onto the air and over towards Yukio. Yukio then takes the ball over towards the fighting. Liberty takes it over to Liberty's goal. And Upfix hits the ball up into the air over Willow's field. The ball is back on Liberty's side of the field. It is bouncing towards the goal. Upfix hits it over towards it, and Yukio almost hits the ball in, but misses just slightly. Twistix hits the ball over towards Willow Canyon's side of the field, and Yukio is there to intercept, hitting the ball back over towards Liberty's side of the field, and attempts to hit it towards the goal, but Sharktooth is there to intercept, and hits it back over to Upfix. Upfix then aerials the ball way over back onto Liberty's side of the field. Otherwise, it's my job. I cannot remember the other team's name for the life of me. And Twistix scores, bringing the score to 1-1. No one's favor, because it's a tie. Tied 1-1. That's how ties work. Okay. gonna have to ask Alfred because I'm noticing a new thing on the Twitch stats. It says 0 subscribers. I don't remember us having the ability to have subscribers before, so I'll have to ask Alfred about that. Yeah. Upfix hits the ball over towards Sharktooth, up into the air, and over towards Twistex, who tries to hit the ball, but Vortex hits it down, and Sharktooth hits the ball over towards Willow's goal, but Yukio blocks it and hits it back over towards Liberty's goal. Omniking hits it back towards Willow, but Yukio hits it almost over towards the goal, but hits it back just a little bit, and Sharktooth knocks it over towards Willow again. Vortex tries to get in front of the ball to stop it from going in, but Upfix is there first, and Omniking hits the ball back over to Vortex, who hits it over towards Yukio, and takes it almost into the goal, but it bounces just a little off the wall instead. Upfix hits the ball up into the air and over to Sharktooth, who hits the ball onto the ground, and Omniking hits the ball back onto Willow's side of the field. Sharktooth hits the ball way past the goal, and Yukio hits the ball over towards Liberty's side of the field and towards the goal. Twistex hits the ball up into the air, Upfix hits the ball down in front of the goal, but it passes by too quickly for anyone to hit it. And Twistex hits the ball towards Yukio, who hits the ball up into the air, over across the field, and into the Liberty side of the field. The ball has hit the ground, putting us in overtime for the first round. This is not usual. Just shows how matched both teams are. So the way overtime works, as you can see, now the clock is counting up. The match will go on, theoretically infinitely, until either team can score once. Whichever team scores first, they automatically win the round. Because we're over the clock point this time, so yeah. Kayla in it says, "Yay Willow!" Yes, yay Willow. Woo! Alright, Yukio hits the ball over, almost goes in. Oh, it goes in! It goes in! Willow Canyon scores again, putting the score at 2-1 and winning overtime, which wins the first round for Willow Canyon. Nice job, team. Round 1 goes to Willow Canyon. You see everyone celebrating over there. Alright. I'm watching the Mario Kart game on the big TV back there. Is Mario Kart being streamed, or... Darn. Yeah, you guys can't watch Mario Kart, unfortunately, but there's a big TV that we're casting it to, so I'm just watching it play. Oh, we have 3 messages that came while I was looking at the Mario Kart game. Bobina23 says, "Yay!" GamerMom1326 says, "Great job, Willow." Bobina23 says, "Yukio is amazing." And Capsize Karen says, "Do it again." Got a lot of new viewers that I don't recognize, so I'm wondering who's who. Kayla Innit and Gamer Mom are both new to me. Bobina and Capsize Karen are both regulars, though, so I'm familiar with them. Anyway, so we're going back into it. And Willow wins the first kickoff of the round. The clock has started ticking down from 5 minutes. Yukio hits the ball up into the air, across the field, and over towards Vortex, who almost hits the ball into the goal, but it bounces off, and Sharktooth hits it over towards Willow's goal. Ooh, love pumpkins. Love 3 pumpkins. I don't recognize that viewer either. We got a bunch of new viewers in this stream. Either that or you're just viewers that I don't recognize. But I mean, I'm always looking at the Twitch chat, so it's, yeah. Anyway, so, what was we talking about? Oh yeah, Omniking hits the ball up into the air, and then Yukio is chasing the ball over there. Phone just went off. Why did my phone go off? I've just been informed that I know who Gamer Mom is. Okay, so that makes only 2 unknowns. Sorry, my mind blanked, I completely forgot. Anyway, so Omniking hits the ball over towards Willow's goal, but Vortex is there to intercept. Twistix hits the ball up into the air and over towards... I lost my train of thought so quickly. I do not know what is happening. Oh my gosh. Okay. Back into it. Omniking blocks the ball from going further into the Liberty side of the field, but Vortex stops it from going into Willow's side of the field, so it's kind of in a in-between space. Yukio said, "Holy cow," in the chat. You can see the chat now. It's in the top left. You can see it when someone chats, because the cameras are in different spots than usual. So hopefully people are all polite. Twistix the ball in front of Willow's goal, but Vortex is there to stop it. However, Yukio, for some reason, stops the ball from going further into on Liberty's side of the field. Vortex is there to intercept the ball from going to Willow's goal. However, Sharktooth hits it right back in front of Willow's goal, and Omniking almost hits it in, but Yukio hits it at the same time, and it goes up to the air instead. Twistex then takes the ball onto his own side of the field for some reason, where Yukio then takes the ball and attempts to hit it in, but Sharktooth is there to stop him. I am the Esports Booster President. If anyone watching is interested in being a booster member, just let me know. I don't know what any of that... Oh, it's Pedro's mom, okay. Pedro, your mom's watching, and she put in a paragraph about being the Esports Booster President. Pedro says shout out to his mom. I love this stream, it's always funny. Alright, Sharktooth hits the ball up into the air and over towards Willow Canyon's goal. Twistex has to help him a bit, because let's be honest, the ball didn't go very far with that first shot. That was kind of bad. Vortex hits the ball over towards Liberty's side of the field. Gamer Mom says, I am. Okay, so I guess we got one person interested in being a booster member. I'll let you guys hatch that out in the chat while I'm hitting the game. Vortex hits the ball across the field and over towards the Liberty's goal. However, I did not see who hit it back over towards Willow's side of the field. Omniking hits the ball almost into the goal, but Yukio is there to save it right before it goes in. Yukio then takes the ball, hits it over onto Liberty's side of the field. The ball is up in the air over Liberty's goal. Vortex hits the ball over the roof of the goal. It was a little short. If it was just a little bit lower, it would have gone in. Sharktooth hits the ball back towards Willow's side of the field, but Vortex blocks it, hits it back over to Liberty, but then Twistex hits the ball back over onto Willow's. Pumpkin says, go Pedro, he is a senior, so we need some new parents to join since I will be retiring. Aw, that sucks. But you've been a good member of the esports parents cheerleading squad, I guess. Can I call you guys that? The parent cheerleading squad? No, but I mean just the Twitch chat in general, not the boosters specifically. I don't know what a booster even means. I'll have to ask Alfred. Alright, so the ball is on Liberty's side of the field, and no one has scored yet this game. I just noticed that. There are 30 seconds left on the clock, and no one has scored. That just goes to show that both teams are evenly matched. That first round we went into overtime, and it's looking like second round's going to go into overtime. Alright, Sharktooth takes the ball up into the air, and Yukio almost intercepts, but goes past it. Omniking then hits the ball towards Willow's goal, and it goes in! With 9 seconds left, Willow has to have a miracle to come back from that. The score is 1-0 Liberty's favor. Also, Pedro, I didn't know you were a senior. Your mom said you're a senior. I didn't know you were a senior. Alright, 4 seconds left. If Willow can get the ball in, then the round is saved. But nope, the ball hits the ground. Round 2 goes to Liberty. So we are currently 1-1 as far as rounds go. Remember, it's first team to win 3 rounds wins the game. So if things continue like they are, we're going to be here a while. Apparently, yeah, 2 of the Mario Kart players are using my account. Which, I mean, isn't too bad. I created it purely for the goal of playing esports for Mario Kart. So I really don't mind too badly, but it's just kind of funny seeing my name up there, even though I'm nowhere near there. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the round's starting again. This is round 3. Just a reminder, you can see at the top, both teams have 1 round. That's what the little green bars means, the rounds they have won. First team to get all 3 rounds, get 3 rounds wins the game. So we are currently tied 1-1 as far as rounds go. We can be here for a grand total of 5 rounds, assuming we continue to bounce back and forth the wins. But if we continue to bounce back and forth the wins, that's also a good thing, because Willow won the first round, meaning that if we bounce back and forth, Willow will win the last round as well. Anyway, Omniking hits the ball up into the air over towards Willow's goal, where none of Willow's players are able to intercept it, but Sharktooth misses the shot, so we're fine. Um, Twistix tries to hit the ball in, but Vortex immediately bounces it back into his face, and Yukio takes the ball over towards Liberty side of the field where Omniking blocks it. Definitely Vortex hits the ball to Omniking, who hits it over towards Willow's goal. It almost goes in. Upfix blocks it, though the game doesn't give him any credit for saving the ball. He really should have. And I lost my train of thought again. Why is this my job? I should have just played Mario Kart. Nah, I like this. Alfred says I should have played Mario Kart. Anyway. Yukio hits the ball over towards Liberty's side of the field, and it almost goes into it. Sharktooth blocks it, by Upfix hitting the ball, and it almost goes in, but Omniking blocks it and hits it back out again. Real quick, a little side note, because it may look confusing. When the ball starts to go into the goal, the parts that are in the goal will have this black highlight put over it, so you can see how much the ball is in the goal. Only when the ball is completely submersed in the goal does it count as a point. So if the ball goes partway in and then gets hit back out, it doesn't count. It's an important little detail that I only noticed after playing the game myself for quite a while, so... Anyway, so Vortex hits the ball to Omniking, who bounces it back over towards Willow's side of the field, but it doesn't work, and Omniking hits it back down to the floor in front of his own goal for some reason. I wasn't looking, and someone hit the ball way across the field, over almost into Willow's goal. It goes in! It went in! From all the way across the field. Let's watch that. So, Omniking is chasing the ball from halfway across the field, and just barely touches it in time to claim credit for the goal. Wow. The score is now 1-0 Liberty's favor. Not looking good for Willow. I hate to say it, but it's not looking good. I think it was Yukio hit the ball over towards Liberty's goal. It bounced off the side, and Vortex almost hits it in, but Sharktooth bounces it right back out again. Yukio hits the ball up into the air, and it's gonna go in front of the Liberty goal, but Omniking hits it back away before it can. Twistix hits the ball across the goal over in front of Willow's goal. However, Vortex hits the ball up into the air and back over towards the Liberty side of the field. Sharktooth hits the ball back across the field and over in front into Willow's end of the arena. Yukio hits the ball right back. It's like we're playing a game of tennis over here. They just keep bouncing it back and forth. Vortex hits the ball over into the corner of the field and up into the air, with the assistance of Sharktooth, of course. And Upfix hits the ball over towards Liberty, but Twistix is there to intercept. I just realized his name was Twist Extreme. But I'm gonna keep calling him Twistix because I don't care. Definitely Vortex hits the ball over towards Liberty's goal, and it goes in! It goes in! The score is now 1-1. We are back to being tied again. So hopefully Willow can pull this off and get the point up before the clock runs out. Or they can win overtime. I'm okay with either, really. Alright. So, the ball is kind of in the middle field, kind of a little bit into Liberty's side of the field, but Vortex immediately knocks it further into Liberty's field. But Twistix is there to block it and hit it over to Upfix, who hits it back onto Liberty's side of the field. Omniking hits the ball up into the air to Vortex. Vortex hits the ball down near Liberty's goal. Capsize Karen says, "Come on, Willow. Hear that, guys? You got someone rooting for you." And Upfix scores! The message from Capsize Karen apparently motivated them to score. We are now up 2-1 Willow Canyon's favor. As long as we can keep the score as it is, or keep scoring before the clock runs out, we will have won the round. Alright. The ball is immediately over in Liberty's side of the field, and Vortex is there to attempt to intercept it, but Upfix gets there and hits the ball up into the air. Yukio hits the ball over in front of Liberty's goal. If only someone else was there to hit it. Upfix missed, and Vortex hits it in! Score is now 3-1 Willow Canyon's favor. We are having the comeback of the century here. Capsize Karen says, "Yes, keep it going." The motivational messages from Capsize Karen are what are allowing us to win. Anyway, Omniking, or Omnix, or No, that's Omniking. Wait, Omniking? Wait. Guys, am I having a brain fart moment, or was Omniking always in the game? Am I just having one of those moments where I completely forget someone that's been an important part of the game this whole time? Either way, they scored, so the score is now 3-2 Willow Canyon's favor. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there is another one of it there spectating. Well, on that note, go, 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 Willow! Yes. Yukio hits the ball over towards Upfix, who bounces the ball back to Yukio, but it's unnecessary. Upfix hits it in, putting the score at 4-2 Willow Canyon's favor. We are definitely gaining the upper hand on this one. Alright, the ball is in Liberty's side of the court, and there are 30 seconds left on the clock. As long as we don't let them score twice between now and the time the clock runs out, we win. But unfortunately, it looks like our lead is already down to 1 point, because now the score is 4-3, Willow Canyon's favor. Sharktooth scored. Guys, you gotta keep the lead up. Yeah. That's how you win. I know I'm telling you the obvious, but still, do it. Okay. So we have Omniking hitting the ball over towards Willow Canyon's side of the field, where Twistex helps to knock it forward. It bounces back and forth a couple times there. I'm a bit distracted. Alfred's talking on the other side of the room, and I'm looking at what he's saying. He's not directing it at me. And the clock has run out. Willow Canyon wins round 3, putting the round count at 2-1. Willow Canyon only needs one more round in order to win the game. Liberty needs 2. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, I was talking to someone. Oh no, not a blue shell. I'm multitasking here. I'm watching the Mario Kart game while I talk to you guys. Oh well. Here we go, round 4. As long as we can win this round, the game ends there. We don't have to play a round 5 if we win this one. Right? Starting off strong, Willow Canyon wins the kickoff. However, Twistex is there to immediately attempt to hit it back, but Vortex gets there first, hitting it over and further into Liberty, only for it to be hit back by some unknown party who I did not see the name of. Yukio hits the ball over towards Sharktooth, who hits the ball up into the air past Willow's goal, and Omniking scores. Let's rewatch that. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. Okay, so Yukio hits the ball to Sharktooth. Sharktooth bounces the ball. Omniking hits the ball, and it bounces off Upfix. Oh no! Okay. 1-0 Liberty's favor. Alright, Yukio hits the ball over onto Liberty's side of the field, but Omniking hits it right back, and Twistex follows up, hitting it over towards Willow's goal, where it almost goes in, but Vortex is there to save it. I guess the JV1 team just finished their game because the coaches of the other team just said good games Willow Canyon. The score is now 2-0 Liberty's favor. This is not good. We're not very far into the round and we're already losing. Okay. The ball is up in the air, and Sharktooth is there to intercept, hitting it back over to Willow's side of the field. I swear, they're stepping it up a notch now that they're about to lose. Oh, and Omniking scores for the 3rd time on Liberty's behalf, putting the score at 3-0 Liberty's favor. This is not looking good for us. And Omniking has made 2 of 3 goals. Alright. Go back in again. Willow, you gotta pick it up. You gotta do better. Get good. And the ball goes into Liberty's goal. I did not really see anything happen, but apparently Upfix did it. Putting the score at 3-1 Liberty's favor. We're catching up. Just a little bit, but we're catching up. Alright. So it appears that Liberty has won the kickoff, but Vortex is there to follow up. However, Sharktooth gets there first, and the ball is up in the air. Alright, I'm gonna stop doing that. Probably annoying. Oh, hey, do we get a cameo? Do we get a cameo appearance from one of the Rocket League players?
Pitch guns. Playing with the coach. Pitch guns.
Not supposed to say that. Anyway, yes, I did ditch them, but only because I like streaming much more than I like playing Rocket League. I stuck with you guys rather than sticking with playing the game. Yukio hits the ball up into the air, bounces off the wall, and over towards Twistix. Twistix hits the ball to Upfix, who hits the ball up into the air, past Yukio, and to Omni King, who almost hits the ball in. Come on, Willow, get your mojo back. You got another motivational message from Capsize Karen, guys. Pick it up. Alright. Yukio hits the ball back over towards Liberty's side of the field, but it gets intercepted, and he tries to pick it back up again. Vortex and Omni King both fought over the ball, but Omni King won. The ball is in Willow's side of the field, but Upfix hits it back over towards Twistex, and almost past Omni King, but Omni King hits the ball up into the air. Ugh. Yukio chases the ball, but misses, and Upfix hits the ball back towards the goal where Sharktooth intercepts it. Upfix hits the ball up into the air, and Yukio flies right past. For some reason. Omni King hits the ball past Twistex and over towards Sharktooth. Sharktooth then takes the ball back towards Willow's hand side of the field, but Upfix blocks it, hits it over towards Liberty's goal. The ball goes right past Twistex's head, but he picks the ball up and chases it back over towards Willow's side of the field, but someone there blocks it. I didn't see who. Upfix missed an aerial, and Yukio takes the ball, hits it back over towards Liberty's side of the field, and almost into the goal, but it misses by a couple meters. I'm guesstimating, of course. I have no idea how long the distance was. Omni King hits the ball. Yukio hits the ball. Everyone's hitting the ball. Oh wait, before you go, come say hi to the stream. Come say hi. Liberty has scored 4-2. Kayla in it says, I see you, Michael. Well, that's kind of creepy. Where do you see me? Sharktooth hits the ball over towards Willow's goal, but it's immediately hit back towards Liberty's goal. Definitely Vortex hits the ball off the wall towards Sharktooth and over towards goal. However, Omni King saves it and hits it over to back into middle center. I can't remember what my terms were for different things. I think middle field is space in front of the goals, and center field is the line between the two halves of the court. That's what it was, yeah. Okay. Omni King, that's his name, hits the ball towards Willow's side of the field. Grizmont says, wow, you really left them. Yeah, I did it. Because Daylight Savings moved the Mario Kart games back an hour, but Rocket League stayed where it was. So it was either I played Mario Kart or I streamed for you guys. But someone else is talking about it. Not being talked about, apparently. Willow, you do well under pressure, score. Yep, we are at 4-3, Liberty's favor. We have a chance to come back from this. Vortex hits the ball off the wall, up into the air and over Sharktooth, but Yukio hits the ball back down, and Omni King hits the ball over towards... That was Vortex. Upfix hits the ball up into the air and almost past the goal, but Twistex intercepts it. Shark goal. Yeah. Yes, again! Yes, again. 1 minute left on the clock. Vortex hits the ball off of the wall and into Omni King, but Upfix hits the ball back off the wall and over into the corner. In case you guys haven't noticed, the ball likes being in the corner a lot. Also, we have 11 viewers. That's a lot. At least for us. Sharktooth hits the ball over towards Yukio. Sharktooth then hits the ball to Vortex, who takes it right past Willow's goal, which is a good thing, because Vortex is one of our players, and we don't want the ball going into our goal. Sharktooth hits the ball past his own goal, which is a good thing for him, but not for us. Vortex almost hits the ball into the goal, but it bounces off the wall. And then he demos Omni King for Yukio to hit the ball up into the air and over towards the goal. However, no one was there to intercept it for him, so it got hit back over towards Willow Canyon's side of the field. 8 seconds left on the clock. We've got a few seconds left to make a goal and tie it into overtime. But unfortunately, the clock has run out, so as soon as the ball hits the round ends. If they can keep the ball in the air, though, there's a chance they can still score. Let's see what happens. Vortex hits the ball backwards. Sharktooth hits the ball across the field, and no one's there to catch it. Round 4 goes to Liberty, putting it at 2-2. We are going to round 5. This does not happen often. You guys should be impressed that we were just as good as the other team enough to tie it into round 5. Alright. You got this, Willow. Bring it back in round 5. Alright. This next 5 minutes is going to determine whether we win or lose. This is for all the marbles. Assuming the game actually starts, because it's not starting. Oh, there we go. Alright. And round 5 has begun. The clock has started, and we are going to see what happens. This is true competition. Yes, it is good competition right here. It's got me on the edge of my seat. Vortex hits the ball over towards... That was a mess of cards right there. That was a pile-up. Sharktooth hits the ball up into the air, across the field, and over towards Yukio, who hits the ball into middle field, where Twistex almost hits it into Willow's side of into Willow's goal, but it doesn't go in, thank goodness. I'm actually nervous over here. Like, I'm not normally nervous. It's either we win or we lose, but this one's been really close. Alright. Sharktooth hits the ball towards Willow's goal, but Upfix saves it at the last second. That was awesome. Why can't we get an instant replay of that? Sharktooth hits the ball over towards Willow's goal, and Omniking hits it in, putting the score at 1-0 Liberty's favor. Remember, this is the last round. It's for all the marbles. Whoever wins this round wins the game. Alright. The ball goes to Yukio, who hits the ball up into the air and over towards the Liberty side of the field. Vortex almost hits it in, but it bounces right back out, and Omniking hits the ball towards Willow Canyon's goal, where Upfix intercepts it and hits it back over towards Willow Canyon, or Liberty's side of the field. It's been going on for much longer than it normally does. I'm mixing up my words. And normally we only ever make it to round 4 at most. Round 5 is unusual for us. Either we lose or we win by now. Upfix hits the ball down to the ground where Omniking intercepts, and Vortex hits the ball across the field. Vortex then hits the ball up into the air and towards Yukio, who hits the ball up into the air once more, and bounces it in a way that it will go towards Liberty's goal, but Omniking gets there before it can bounce far enough. Hey Merrick, you should come on stream. He's ignoring me. And Sharktooth scores, putting the score at 2-0 Liberty's favor. This is not good. This is not good. Scores 2-0 Liberty's favor. It's round 5. Come on, let's get a Rocket League a player's opinion on this. Yes, we have a guest appearance from Eric. Thank you. Alright, so situation thus far. Liberty is up 2-0 on round 5. So this round's for all the marbles. And we got almost half the game down already, so you guys see what happens. Yukio takes the ball and hits it but Sharktooth intercepts it and hits it over towards the goal. Sharktooth then proceeds to demo Vortex, and Omniking demoed Upfix. That put 2 of our players temporarily out of play. Yukio hits the ball over into the corner and up over back towards Willow Canyon side of the field, where Upfix intercepts, and Merrick's just standing back there. That's why I love getting extra people on set, because they all act different. No hitting off field, says Capsize Karen. Come back, Willow, make it happen, says Capsize Karen. Nice. I don't know what no hitting off field means. Do you know what that means? Oh, gotcha. That would make sense. Yeah, we don't want that, but it happens anyway. Sharktooth hits the ball over towards Willow Canyon's goal, where Upfix is there to intercept and hits it over into Sharktooth with hands. Hands? Hood? Whatever. Yeah, I frequently debate whether whether I should refer to it as them catching the ball with their hands or with their hood, since it's all cars. It's a very confusing world we live in. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, they're dribbling the ball, but like, do I say they caught it with their hand? Like, if they knock the ball back the other way, they hit it with their hand? What do I say? What is the proper terminology for Rocket League cars' appendages? Do they even have whatever. Fenders. Yes, that's a good one. They're fenders. Alright, 1 minute left on the clock, and we are still 2-0. Not our favor, unfortunately. It's Liberty's favor. Sharktooth is doing circles around the ball, then takes it very slowly into Vortex's side. Then Omniking comes out of nowhere, hits the ball in front of the goal, and attempts to hit it in himself, but he was at too wide of an angle. I didn't see who that was. Hit the ball over into Willow's corner, and then TwistX hits the ball up into the air on Willow's side of the field, where Omniking attempts an aerial but misses because someone else got there first. 30 seconds left on the clock. We got 30 seconds to score twice and tie it into overtime at the very least. Vortex starts taking the ball over towards Liberty's side of the field. The ball goes up into the air on the border. Sharktooth hits the ball across the border and over into Yukio's waiting fender, where Vortex hits the ball towards the goal, but it's blocked by Sharktooth. 6 seconds left. I don't think we're going to make it. Yukio is parked still. What are they doing? I don't know, but it works because they hit the ball back. And the clock has run out. That is game. Liberty has won. It was a good game. We tried our darndest. That was really close. Closest game I've seen in a while. Alright. Thank you, Merrick, for joining me. And thank you, everyone. Yes. Thank you all for watching so very much. We do appreciate it. I'm going to turn off the stream soon, so if you would like to say your goodbyes, go ahead and do it now. I will see you all next week. Goodbye. I don't know what that was.